We start today by pulling some gloves out of the workbench, and we're going to just slap a mod or two right into those things, because, whatever. I don't know. We're going to lose a bunch of damage, potentially, but I think we're also going to pick up a bunch, and it'll be fine. And if not, you know, it was worth a shot. Let's grab... Yes, that'll be fine. I do like the improved, or the much better, like super duper improved fitting mods. Those are good time. So we have lost a little bit of damage, as I was just saying. On hold on, let's wear this guy right quick, just so we can see if we get any extra. There we go. Ding, got one on the last one, whichever that was. I honestly didn't pay attention. Whatever, it's fine. So, as I was saying, we lost a little bit of damage, 40% undead damage. Oh gosh, we have stuff to sell. Another time, I don't care right now. But what we are going to pick up by way of the gloves is really through Talon's flight suit right here. Some additional sneak attack damage, which we're not going to use. But knife extreme bleed on power attack. That is going to make life much better. Much better. Maybe too much better. I'm not honestly sure. We'll find out. Take the tea that we started, I think, the last time around, and we can drop some of that stuff off. I think we have sufficient food and water that, yeah, we can just hit the road. I don't know if we have any fuel anywhere. I don't think so. I think whatever we had got put into the mini bike. So, sure, let's get out of here. First stop is right here, so I can do more digging and get this mission off of our list. I'll be 12 years, but for you it'll be like instantaneous. So, go ahead and take the cash. Didn't even pay attention to what we got. I mean, literally, we've picked up so many of these at this point from Talon that it's just kind of like, I'm sorry. I'm losing a little bit of the luster for it because it's not the right items for us, so even though the knife is really good. I figure Jen's right here. We can just go ahead and sell to her whatever we don't want to keep. Like, we don't need most of these things, I think. The bow will keep just because that's actually better than what we have. But, I mean, the rest of this stuff, we'll sell that guy. We don't need an extra one of those. We're not going to use that. We're not going to use that. There's no sell price for that, so that's fine. And then I think I need a little bit of gas, so we'll just buy like 300. And we should have still made money on that. Pretty sure? I don't know. I should have paid attention to what things sold for. I didn't. My bad. Let's go somewhere else now. I'm looking for some positives in all of these digging quests, aside from, like, I don't know, free money. And I guess a bow upgrade, too. Kind of hard to be upset about that. Although, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I kind of do think we should switch to from the crossbow to the bow, just because we have enough arrows to sustain ourselves for a while, but we'll worry about that another time. The good thing with all the digging is that, I guess we'll take cement. Honestly, I don't really know or care. It's fine. Is that we are getting a bunch of clay out of it. So the soil we're going to need at some point, the clay soil, and we're getting enough of it right now that I feel like we're in a pretty decent spot for that. I mean, not the best spot, but pretty decent. Find more dukes and loot. I mean, we do have some money to burn, sure. I didn't bring whatever the enforcer glasses are to get us a better deal on anything, because honestly, I didn't really care that much, but sure. There we go. Oh, that finished the Lucky Looter series. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention to that. Lucky Looter. Enemies have a higher chance to drop loot. Oh, that is actually super good for us. You know what? I'm going to buy that too, just for the giggles. But that's super good for us because I want them to drop more loot, because the more loot they drop, the more loot we get. It's kind of that simple. But just kind of rounding out that last thought about getting all the soil, you know, I'm kind of doing something that, if you know me, is a little momentous, I guess we would say. I'm being a little, like, obstinate or stubborn, which is completely and utterly not within my regular character, by continuing to use the stone tools instead of switching to something else. So, you know, I thought I would try something new, be a little stubborn, and just stick with something for a minute. Before we go inside, wow, this is a big daycare, isn't it? I don't think I really know this one. Oh, right next to the post office. I think I stopped over here somewhere on the way back. Weapon effects burn 10% longer. That's excellent. And we'll take a big hitters. I think I dismantled a car in the parking lot for some fuel somewhat recently. That kind of rings a bell to me. Yeah, we'll go and do that, and then we can scrap that guy. We don't need the note. We've already read it a bunch. Let's stab him. And he's going to die instantly, basically. So, it's about time for us to talk about that extreme bleed. Oh, hey, look at that. Some fuel. Excellent. We'll take that. And then, here, let's check this guy, too. I mean, we're right here. Didn't we get a quest recently for the Berg Kinnear right there? Because isn't that the Berg Kinnear? Maybe? Oh, no, that's the bottomless barrel buffet. My bad. There's not a big ship on the roof. I just assumed it was the Berg Kinnear. 65. Just scrap that. We'll keep that for selling for brass or something. And then here, put those guys in there. And the rest of it we'll just sell and stuff as we go. Extreme bleed. I kind of took, if I'm going to be honest here, I kind of took an easy way out with the extreme bleed. Because the mod already includes an extreme bleed by way of, technically, I think I put him in the box, the shredder arrows. Yep, that guy's dead. So we should probably be able to just absolutely smoke this place now that we have the extreme bleed. And you're going to see what makes the extreme bleed so dang stinking good. And really, it's the shredder debuff. That's all it is, like, literally. I mean, I probably shouldn't be breaking the fourth wall like that, but I think I just did. Basically, the shredder arrows, when they hit, they have a bleed that does about 100-something damage. It's kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, come on, bows are just absolute trash in this game. Can you blame a guy? But they also have a brief, like, 1-second slowdown, so I might have to adjust to that. I might drop that down to, like, half a second or something. I think maybe that's maybe the play. Because I'm just looking at this now. I mean, we're going to absolutely trash this place. I mean, yeah, it's basically going to be one-shot heaven right now. Now, granted, the game's going to catch up. We're kind of in a spot right now where we are, because we have found really good equipment early on, we're just kind of blowing through things. And if we were to be using, I don't know, a variety of different weapons, we could do this without stuff straight from the mod. But, you know, the game will ramp up at some point. It's not like it won't. Okay, that guy's basically dead. Told you. That's going to be the way to go, I think. Maybe? Not sure. Sure, we'll take that, though. And we'll take all those guys. Let's go play on the jungle gym out here. I do hear a dog. So let's be mindful of that. There you are. Oh, man, I totally missed. Perfect. Yeah, I kind of don't want to get rid of the bleed. Honestly, I like it. It's fun. And it applies to any knife, because, let's be real, knives in this game are really good early on. And then they kind of fall off a little bit. I think maybe that was going to be just some extra loot in there. Here, let's go check that out then. Oh, hi, buddy. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. I'm not really worried about damage at this point. Now that we are full heavy armor, don't think we're going to take much damage. It'll be interesting if this connects back to the outside area as well. I don't think it will, but just, like I said, it'd be interesting if so. Is there something in there? There is not. Okay, whatever. I think that's just for the backpack then. That's fine. Backpacks are worth checking in this mod. Absolutely. So we will get up here. Oh boy. Now what do we got? Birdies! I should probably mention too that as of the moment I'm playing this... Oh, that was vicious. That looked really cool. Very pleased with that one. I think, aside from any last-minute tweaks I do with things here like, I don't know, adjusting the bleed duration or the bleed damage or the slow duration, that sort of stuff, pretty sure I have the mod finalized. I spent a little time before I started recording this episode to update some things. I took the spear out of the mod entirely. Come on. Which kind of makes me sad because that was one of my favorite things from the mod originally. Now, granted, it was just a replacement spear that stabbed, because back in the day, the spear was more of a javelin. It was thrown. The irony is, I'd actually like to bring that back. It's just, I have never liked how it was implemented. I never really had a conceptual problem with the idea of throwing the spear. It's just how it was implemented that I didn't like. I think if you had both a throwing spear and a stabbing spear, that's kind of 90% of the way there. But the last 10% or so is being able to stack the throwing spears. They need to be able to be put into a stack of like 5 or something. Maybe 10, I don't know. 5 with a increase based on perks or something. I don't know. It just, having a single one was just no good, because it would take all of your inventory to try to have a spear you could throw. It was kind of stupid, so I don't know. Just not the way I would have done things. And ultimately not the way I did do things, so, you know, there's that. Hi, kitty. Oh, hi. How you doing, sir? Let's just stab you and back off for a second. See, you can see he's slowed right there. And now he's back to running speed. Yeah, I think I might adjust that down. Or maybe even, I don't know. I don't think it always used to be there. I think I'm going to drop it down, though. Learn how to harvest coffins for bones, jewelry, and precious gems. That is an important book in this mod, by the way. Not joking about that. That one is legitimately important. And that's because diamonds have a few more uses in this mod, but so does gold. So if you were, you know, planning on playing with all the things in the mod, then yes, it kind of ends up being important to be able to get additional gems and nuggets and all that sort of stuff. If you're not, well, then I guess it doesn't really matter. So, you know, make of that as you will. I already had that one book, so that is nothing new. Take all these things here. And then we can scrap those guys. And I think we have emptied out this place. I did end up using the candy before we started looting here. That's interesting. The final loot is literally behind super easy to break doors. Interesting. As I said, I don't really know that POI very well, so that was a good one. I like that, though. That was enjoyable. Oh, look at that. I was just talking earlier about being obstinate and stubborn and all the things, and I don't know that I mean, gosh, this gets into a whole thing of, it used to be that going from this to this was not worth it, and actually that's still not worth it. 10 damage, meh, that's not going to be worth it. I mean, even, I know, you can throw some mods on it, it's going to be slightly better than that, but nope, oh, we've already checked this guy. Well, excellent, great. Well, in that case, then, I guess let's just go turn in this quest, because I'm pretty sure we've already checked those boxes right there at Vanity Tower. I don't know that we need to keep all the stuff I just shoved into the box, but whatever. Forge steel? Sure. Motorcycle parts bundle? Also sure, because I don't think I care about any of that other stuff. Honestly, I didn't even really read it. I shouldn't be admitting that. Hey, there's the Birdcaneer. I don't remember if we've already done a quest there or not. I feel like maybe we have. Oh, good old Johnnytown. That's a fun one. Gosh. So we're going to be going, like, south is my guess, right? Yeah. Just because I couldn't remember us going south. So that must mean that maybe southwest area is where the wasteland is? I'm not sure. Do we just hotshot it over there? I think we do. If that's the case, then we need more gasoline. So gas only has one S. I know how to spell it. I just choose not to spell correctly. So let's buy 600 gas, and then we will sell you some stuff here, which I realize there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I'm just kind of picking crap at random. There we go. That looks fine. Yeah. You don't have anything here? Good. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. Let's just go south. I'm fine with that. South? South. Oh gosh, that's going to be forever. All right, let's ride on. Stopped to check a truck on the way in, as well as a forge. It was one of those little itty-bitty sites along the way. And speaking of forge, got one magazine for forgy stuff and one magazine for tools, so it wasn't super lucrative, and that was honestly it. There was really not much to speak of there. Okay, so we got ourselves about an hour to get in and out of here, which is not all that long, but it's enough time that, you know what, we don't even need that. That's not even necessary. Never mind. Yeah, at least not until I make some slight adjustments to things, and then maybe. Let's do a tier 4 infested to start at, sure, Hogzilla. I'm okay with that, actually. I'm fine with that. Let's buy all of those, because I don't even care. We probably don't need them. Let's buy all of those, because, again, we do need those. And then I think the rest of this stuff is good. We can get out of here. I don't think we brought any vitamins, so did we pick some up along the way somewhere? Because if we didn't, this is going to be ugly. I'm going to get a chance to test something that you're not going to be able to do unless you go in and hack the XML once I release everything. And I'm going to see if I can take down Grace with melee. Yeah, I'm going to be dumb. That's what we're doing. I'm telling you that right now. I am giving you advance warning that we are going to do something extremely stupid. Because I think this will prove to me that, yep, this needs to be changed. And the only question is, how do I change it? That is the question. And that kind of actually has multiple meanings. I don't know, it's one of those things there's kind of a lot to quantify there. I don't know, we'll figure that out. Oh, excellent. We actually could use one of those right now, because I ran into a bunch of things. I don't think we have any fuel, so that's fine. All right. Let's drop off some of this stuff. Read those guys. We can now make a motorcycle, I believe. And we can make stacks of gas. Also useful. How you doing, sir? Okay. That was just a straight up kill right there. Nothing special about that one. Scrap, scrap. Drop that off, drop that off. And, oh, I meant to sell that mod because we're not going to use that here. We'll put the motorcycle mod in there. And the rest of this stuff, I don't even know, whatever. It's fine here. Let's stop thinking about this. Let's just read this Nicole's treasure map. Potentially that could be good for us, especially if there are any gold or diamonds in them there hills. Really don't need the paper, but I took it. We're going to start collecting that, I think. We're at the point where it's close enough, we might as well start collecting it, because we do have a fair amount of Reaper tech now, so we can kind of get some bang for our buck out of this stuff. I think what I'll do is I'm going to wait a moment before using the vitamin. I suspect it may end up taking a little longer than I think to go through this whole shebang. Here, we can redeem a couple of challenges. Not many. It's not going to be worth points for anything else. And then the next thing to do is to get strength up to 7, because the next level we get, we'll finally be able to get the last level of heavy armor. So I'm going to just kind of wait a couple minutes before using the vitamin. We'll see if that works out okay. Not sure. I mean, if we get some insta-kills like that, we'll be fine. Like, we'll be in a really good spot if we get some instas. Hey, Midnight Secret dance party, so that's going to be the shock arrow. How you doing? Oh. You're going to be a problem. Okay. This guy is not going to be a problem, trust me. Yeah, that's what I thought, sir. I honestly think we're going to just rip through this place. And you can make fun of me in the comments when that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, that we rip through this place, just know I called it ahead of time. I mean, I go back to what I was saying earlier, that we're using a weapon that is much higher quality than where we kind of are in the game, combined with a mod that is giving us just extreme damage. I mean, there you go, see? I mean, that was a tough lumberjack right there, and he just got lumber wrecked. So, again, the game will catch up with us at some point. We will get schooled. I'm not worried about that, generally speaking. That's absolutely going to be a thing. All right, I think maybe we have reached the point in which we use the vitamins. I feel like that's a good decision. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. I'm just trying to sneak as many of these in as I can, because this is really going to weaken them. Like, you have no idea, man. Go ahead, break the door. Oh, he couldn't even break it down. Hilarious. How you doing? Oh, hi. Okay, that should be enough for him, I think. If not, it'll be close. Guys, where you at? Where you at? There you are. Yeah, I really got to tune this knife down a little bit. I think it's fine. The shredder bleed, I think, is fine for the bow. But I think it's maybe a little too much for the knife. Although, the testing I have done, things definitely go sideways once you get into very high end of the game. Wow, that's a straight up steel shovel. This is kind of why I've been being obstinate, is I've been waiting for these better quality tools to show up and not have to spend the money or parts on them. Particularly because I was worried about spending all of our steel when I really wanted to make sure we had enough steel to make a motorcycle. But now that we have a motorcycle parts box, it's not as big a deal because we will have enough steel. Let's go ahead and swap this guy out right now. I'm ready to do that. Swap. And we'll modify you. There we go. That's going to leave room for one additional mod slot. The only downside with dropping the stone shovel at this point is that the steel shovel is still going to be, or rather will be, kind of a bit of a, forgive the word choice, a bit of a pig with stamina usage. That's just kind of how it is. Sometimes targeting and doors are just not my friend. Tank it. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, it's raining. Or it's raining vomit, I'm not sure. One of the two. Yeah, I think I really do need to tune this down, which is kind of a shame. But the goal really is to kind of make the knife viable. Oof. See, like, it's kind of falling apart right there. I mean, granted, we were able to keep backing up, but it was kind of falling apart there, and we've definitely taken some damage, so this is going to sound weird, but I actually kind of like that. We shouldn't be invulnerable. And we got to remember, we are not at super late game stage. It's only 198. We're not even in the 200s. I mean, yes, like right on the edge of the 200s. I recognize that, but we're only in a tier 3 location. We're not in a tier 5 location, so things will get crazier. And I do believe, based on my testing, once you get into a proper tier 5, things do sort of fall apart for the knife. Just the number of enemies coming at you. Successive leg shots increase chance to cripple by 10% with Pistola. It just, you know, we're ahead of the curve right now is really what it comes down to. I was going to stab him in the bottom of the foot to see what happened. Guys. Okay. Are we all done up here? Because I feel like we should be done up here. Is there anything of interest up here? Trash. Trash! I don't know. Do we need to go this way? I feel like this isn't the correct way to go, and yet I kind of want to go up here. Oh, no Grace? Ah, that's bogus. Alright, maybe Grace just hasn't spawned yet because I'm not going through the correct path. Need to activate the switch, for instance. There she is. Alright, so I said what I'm going to try to do. Nope, I can't do that. Alright, I tried. Whoa. Okay, good to know. I mean, if we would have gotten a critical hit, then obviously all bets are off. We did not. Meld into the shadows and sneak 5% better at night, and we got a quality 5 miner outfit. That's not terrible. I mean, we're not going to use it because it's the wrong everything. But that's not terrible. I'm not unhappy with that. Sure, take all the things. Let's go ahead and trigger everyone out here. Hello? I mean, don't really care. Come on. Oh crap, there's a second Grace. Alright. If that's the case, then we need to reload this bad boy. And I'm not going to mess around. Grace, I'm pretty sure, does not know how to climb... No, you're not Grace. Does not know how to climb ladders. Welcome up here, buddy. You are going to eat it if you climb up here. I mean, this is more dangerous for them than it is for us. Sort of. Okay, we need to go this way. I need a little bit of room to maneuver here. Crap. Crap. Okay. Things are not going the way they're supposed to go. Time for the AR. Okay. We're fine. I didn't bring any extra meds or anything. Wasn't I wishful? Oh, man. Hey. Crap. That guy. Oh, buddy. Stop it. Just stop it. Holy moly, dude. Okay. That did not go the way any of that was supposed to go. Here, we'll go ahead and harvest her. Oh, hi. I forgot about you. I'm not going to die to a regular boar. That would just uninstall the game at that point. Small tank mod schematic. And, well, some steel and stuff. I'm not upset with any of that. We should still have a few rando zoms in here. How you doing? Oh, I forgot we have the extra jumpy boots. Totally forgot about that. Oh, that's so good. Hello? Are they in here? Oh, you're sleeping right back there. I feel terrible about this. Here, let's get a sneak kill. Yeah, here we go. That was it. That was those were the last enemies. Let me prep boxes, and I might want to spend about 12 years out here harvesting bags. I'm not sure. I need to think about that. Boy, that takes a lot of swings. You know what? Just because, I'm going to take that plastic. Start with whatever this is, the Shamway box. I was honestly trying to get the medical supplies, but I missed. There you go. Ooh, a 4X scope mod. That... We should be able to put the 4X on this guy. If we take off... that guy and put on that one. I just want to see what that's like for us. Yeah, I'm okay with that, I think. We'll roll with that for a little while and see if that works. I'm not 100% convinced, but I think maybe that'll be all right. I think that gives us way too many crossbow bolts. We're going to have to dump some off at some point. Wow. I mean, and already talking about maybe dumping crossbow anyway, since we found a better Talon gear. That is a quality 5. Nomad is medium or heavy? Nomad is heavy, right? Heavy armor. And we currently have a quality 3. So if we're to switch, we're going to pick up some additional armor rating. We lose the stun resistance, but we gain a bunch of food water use. I'm okay with that because we can do this then. We can put those guys in place, and since we had that strength mod from earlier, we can now just dump that in and call that fine. I don't think we have any room in that guy for the impact bracing mod. Now, technically, we don't need one because the mod we have in those boots are already impact bracing by technicality. There's a slightly better crossbow than what we already have, and we have run out of inventory space. Oh, man. Guess we need to use that. That frees up a little bit more space. I don't know. I mean, we got enough bones that I kind of feel like we should keep them. So there. I'm going to go drop this stuff off at the bike if I can figure out where it is. I think it's just through this way. Like, this should allow us to connect all the way through. And I am going to go and just dig the crap out of all of the bags that are there. That is my plan. And I think we will leave everything right here then, because that's good enough for today. We have crossed 4 different biomes. Like, seriously, we've been, well, if you count crossing through the forest again, we've been through way too many biome switches. Yeah, I'm not upset with this. We're going to blow through stamina in a hurry, but one swing is so much better than whatever it was before. 2, 3, 17, not even sure. Whatever. Catch you next one, and thanks for watching. See you later.